We the Krobos, beads is one of the most important things for us. So if you have bead, you have almost everything. Even if you don't have money and you have beads, you are okay.
There are so many, categories of beads. Depending upon how wealthy the parents are, they use first-class beads. So you see that we use beads during the depot, and then we also use beads during our annual festival.
Children's birth, weddings, funerals, achievements, returning boys and girls to the village. I could see that beads play a role. And you also communicate certain beads worn in certain life situations. They carry a message.
Because if you wear beads, it shows respect. Then people think you are a chief or you are one of the very important person.
Maybe like in the Western world, you may want to display your best suit on your good day.
Drink alcohol. Very, very tiny. So our speculations are right. You can see one here. There's one there of the same make. Maybe we'll take a look at it closely. These are not local, in my opinion, yes. These are imported, and I believe they might have Russian origin. I believe what they call the Bohemian blues or the Russian blue. And with the sieving of the soil, will produce probably their siblings. And most of these ones will find burials, and in these burials mainly you find beads, because they love to bury their loved ones with precious beads. And on the surface you don't have much of them showing, but so far our 4 test pits we've excavated, and we are very convinced that with more excavations around, more of these beads will come up, because the Krobos, they are fond of their beads. These are one maybe around the knee or the elbow area during the depot ceremonies. That's the time when the families display their wealth, which is captured in the number of beads, the quality of the beads you have.
No. Depot is normally done for Krobo girls, and it is a very good puberty rite. And all parents have to understand that their children will perform the puberty rite.
Although I wasn't so old when the custom has been performed for me, but I could as well remember some things. The first day, which is Friday, I entered into the shrine. That's where the priest is. I was asked to remove my under. Yeah. And they've tied a rope around my neck. They use a piece of cloth which is in a reddish form, and that serves as my pants again. The next day, which is on Saturday, in the morning, we were told that we'll be going to a place which is a riverside. On our way to the place, they asked us to put on we should carry calabash, traditional sponge, and then towel as well, yeah, to that side. So everybody did it. We all did it, and our parents were following us as well.
Our grandfathers, they never show it to people, these techniques. Within some years to come, these techniques will completely lost. Because it takes time. These are a little bit hard work, and nowadays people don't want to go into too much of tedious work. it takes time. Before you learn this, or before you can able to do this, you can spend like 5 years. So here we go. So now I want all my lines to be straight and neat. Black is very powerful, so always we like to use the black for the beginning. The reason why Krobo girls, like Depot girls, wear a lot of beads is that, beads show how important you are in a society. So with the Krobos, the type of bead that you wear will show how important or how wealthy you are, because beads is like money. For us, it's even more than money. So if you have a lot of beads, or if you have very important beads, it's like you are a rich man or a woman. Yes, that's why the Depot girls, they wear a lot of beads. They want to show they are wealthy, or the family want to show how important they are. You see that you make it like, first of all, you have to make like a half moon. Then after that, you make another one on top of it, but you make a dot first. It's difficult. All the bead makers, or those who are making beads today, they can't design this. Only us can do that. Because this one, if you know how to make this, then you are a real bead maker. Yes, in the olden days, this kind of beads, they use it for slavery. So this one, in the olden days, is like a human being. One bead were for 7 good people, or 7 persons in the olden days. So beads, it add more value to a human being.
Well, this is the Krobo Mountain, the home of the Krobo people. By about the 14th century, this settlement or site was inhabited. Once they were up here, they had very good view of the entire surrounding plains. And any approaching enemy forces could easily be detected and then prepared for. There were several attacks by the Asantes and many other groups, including the allied forces of the colonial people and their local people, which they were successfully defended. They were able to defend this territory for close to 400 years successfully. I estimated that before they were sacked, at least close to about 2,000 people will have been living on top of this mountain at a time. By the early 1820s, the Basel mission arrived in Ghana, and their aim was to Christianize the local. And once they were staying right up here, it was difficult for them to access the mountain and to come and convert them to Christianity. In this area, you find a lot of pottery. You see this for grinding and polishing beads. This is part of a furnace, but they use this in constructing basic furnace in which they made the beads. And they still use some of them.
We went to the riverside. And when there, we were asked to bath. They taught us how to wash down. From there, we came back again. So when we came back, the following Sunday morning, the priest or the assistant priest himself was teaching us the dance, Klamason, how to dance. They taught us a lot of things. They taught us how to perform home activities, cooking, sweeping, and washing as well. So during the afternoon, or in the afternoon, they dressed again for us. They removed the piece of clothes which is in a reddish form, and they put on a white piece of clothes under us. And we wore some zagba beads around our waist first.
It has an incredible past. You can't count the time. 11th century beads, no problem. Prehistoric beads, but of course, I mean, you see a shell with a hole, a stone with the water dripping a hole through it over centuries. It's a bead. Every object, you find a hole for it. The crown of the animal, the hunters claim the strength of the animal that they killed by wearing the crown or the tooth of the animal. And that belief in bead, in the strength of bead, is so present here. You can travel far in Ghana, big country. You can travel 1,000 kilometers and you find that the medicine man will have beads, Venetian bead, Bohemian bead, bird's bone as a flute, as a pipe of bead, everything as a bead. Everything has a purpose of healing in ceremonies or something. So there is bead there is place for beads in everybody's life here.
We were all in a straight line. We were in the line. The priest was leading us. We can't all go once into the sacred grove. So we were asked to be in the line, and we were picked one by one, one by one. I was shivering. I was afraid.
I want to test it.
Okay.
So it's not ready, but you can see. These are the bottom bead. Start the fire with a very low temperature. Then you increase it up to 600 to 700. That's for original bottom. We shape it, we polish it one by one. We don't do it like the way I would do the normal glass, but one by one. I'm sorry. I left it over there. I'll clean it up. You know, I got this one from my grandmother. She also inherited this bead from her grandmother. So, you know, in each family, you see, the elders have to study all the children. She knew that I will handle it and I won't sell it. And it will still be in the family for life.
When my mother was about to die, she said her collection should go to my senior daughter. By looking at her, she feels, you know, she'll be able to keep them. She's been to university. She's done courses in archaeology. She can appreciate it. I have a responsibility to keep these beads intact. Here we have the family collection. What I have here is the oldest of the collection. The owner, the originator, was born in 1854. It is unique because it is a collection that has been kept intact with very little disturbance. In the case of the first, second, and third owners, the third owner had to put things together, guarded it, never allowed anybody to interfere with it. Sometimes I pity my grandmother, how she sat most of the time there guarding the beads. We have this special collection covered by this inventory. And in this inventory of a family treasure, we have the beads being listed first. It shows how important the beads are to the originators. All these are gold pieces, but the bead was the first to be listed. So this instinct to collect must be there to satisfy this issue about why. If you don't have the instinct to collect, to appreciate artifacts, you can never get into this. You always think about reselling. But these people have been conscientiously collecting and not selling these things, even if they don't have money.
At this stage, I don't think I can have a bead. Although my parents are having it, they are keeping them for us or for me. Yeah. If I'm no more a dependent person, and if I'm working or I'm working on my own, I think they can hand over the beads to me. I can keep them as well. I can buy it myself with my own money because I'm working. Yes, there I'll have my own treasure. So when we came back on the Sunday, he told us that from today on, you are now a lady. You don't walk again to the site, but you'll be carried. Men are there to carry you. They'll carry us one by one and we'll all move to the house. After that, they'll be teaching us how to dance. They provided us the beads, different kinds, beautiful ones. They've tied a scarf, beautiful ones around our head, putting on expensive bead earring. When you are dancing, others will give you gifts. Some will give you shoes, some will give you clothing, money as well. You are now a lady, a real Krobo lady or a real Krobo woman. She learns a lot of things. And the way she speaks, the way she behaves, she respects her husbands, sisters, brothers, and respects them a lot. It shows a sign of distinction.
because of our puberty right and our customs, because we have chiefs and queen mothers, and they normally prefer to wear large and very powerful beads. A chief without a bodom or a queen mother without a bodom, then it's not a real chief or real queen mother. So you can shape this one such a way that it will look like the Anansi bead. And for this, see, I'll wait for some few seconds also and let the temperature at the top to go to the bottom part so that that place also will become very soft. Then I can shape it. Because we handle it like an egg. Yes, something precious. I'm now polishing it. I want to remove the kaolin out of the bead so that it will look clean and we'll see its own color.
Yellow, considered the color of maturity, is likened to gold, is likened to the ripe pineapple. And the nicest way, Kofi Antubam, a Ghanaian scholar who is dead now, he put it, is fire under control, controlled fire. So you have it and you know how to use it, so that's complete maturity.
Krobos have much idea about bead. Bead is being manufactured in Krobo land. Yes, it's made from Krobos.
In the olden days, they don't have good houses to keep their things. So, because they don't want somebody to take away or their beads, what they do is that they will find something like a tree or dig the ground and they will use their rag or something to cover the bead and keep it there. So if something happened to them, then no one knows where the bead is. So when you are doing something like a construction or you are digging the ground, then you find it. Then at times they say, oh yeah, that's the end of the rainbow, or this bead is from the ground. Yes, but they are all man-made. Yes. Yes, they are all man-made.